Hey guys, how are you all doing today? Tyler here at Aliensrock, and welcome back to another episode of Extra Cards Mod. I'm playing today with Kovacs once again, and we're going to be going for another 4-4 tower, just because we've actually been having some pretty exciting games on this mod. Now, I'm finding like, I'm working on my strategy a bit. I've been doing kind of a similar strategy most of the time, changing it up only slightly. Kovacs has been improving his strategy, so now we're actually seeing some pretty intense games, at least once it gets to late. I'd say early and mid game it's still like a little bit slow. It's just you gotta like, build up your eco perfectly and all that, but as the games do go on, they do definitely get intense and interesting. So we are going to be showing another 4-4 tower today, and that one is going to be the Dartling gun. Yeah, I've had that guy on my deck for a while actually, but I've only used them for sending the regrow ZOMG, and now I guess it may actually be possible to defeat the regrow ZOMG, or at least we'll find out eventually. And well, I mean, with the power of the purge, it shouldn't be that hard, right? But yeah, I've just been using it for that, never really been placing down as a tower, so let's see what the hell is up with it. I'm hoping for, something that looks super freaking cool. It costs like 37,000, which is a lot less than just the Ray of Doom straight up. And this is a 4-4 tower, so it will for sure have the ability, so that's kind of odd. I'm wondering what's up with that. But anyways, it seems for early game that we found just the 1-1 wizard spam really seems to be the way to go. Like, I got this 3-0 attack here, but really it's not as good as the 1-1 wizard spam I've going. And freaking Kovacs just has 4 of these wizards, so he knows what's up. He also does have a 2-3 sniper hidden in the corner. That's what stopped his camo. I just let my camo leak because I'm a fucking scrub and I don't give a shit. So, yeah, we'd let them go by. I do have a lightning whiz now, finally. So if there was anything I wasn't going to change the game, probably get rid of that green homing bolt from the wizard. I mean, I know, like, it's cool and all, it's neat. Either you're going to have to make a massive price buff, or price nerf, rather, or just get rid of that bolt, because the 1-1 wizard is disgustingly strong. However, I am using the Juggerlanch and boost just to be safe. I mean, I don't really care too much, because I doubt I'll need them much late game. It's more just, I just want to be safe and don't want to randomly leak some lives. I did Juggerlanch against a bunch of zebras. Like, there was like 40-ish zebras coming out from the bottom, while also around 16 zebras coming from the top. That was pretty nice layering, if I say so myself. Nice job, Kovacs. And he got a Juggerlanch out of me. Then there was like these hyperclumped regrow, or just hyperclumped yellows I've never seen before in my life. And those really caught me off guard. I wasn't sure like if I was going to pop them. I wasn't sure if I had enough pop and power, period. Or if, I just was going to get enough pop and power, so I just decided to boost that just to be safe. And my fucking Cobra got kidnapped already. Whoop-de-doo, it's only round 21, we're getting Cobras kidnapped. So now I am just going with the power cycling, just, even just placing towers and selling them immediately, using things for eco, just wasting the Juggerlanch and even purge sometimes. So basically I found that it's best if you just sell, or place and then immediately sell, like, the cheap towers, like anything that's cheaper than the whatever the sniper is, the 2-3 sniper, so 3,000 or less. Otherwise, you just want to trash it, or if it's the Dartling or the farm, you can, well, place down the 3-0 farm or use the farm for eco. At least that's what I found is best for cycling, because I've been getting faster and faster and faster at this hardcore power cycle thing. It's working out pretty well. We are getting the ZOMG, or potentially getting the ZOMG earlier and earlier. I may just like let it not happen. We'll see. Bunch of ceramics coming in. Yeah, I probably should have gotten down my freaking Ray of Doom by now, huh? We're approaching the amount of money we can get, or we're approaching the cost of it in our current money right now, but I'm still not getting it. It's almost there. We should be able to afford it in like, 15 seconds if we don't buy anything, but I'm deciding to continue power cycling. So we got a second 2-3 sniper, and that should take out pretty much any AI shit. Even the Moabs, I imagine, we should have a good time with that. Oh, and I get, okay, I just got a random 4-4 Spectre. That's cool, too. And here we go. Oh, baby. The 4-4 Ray of Doom. So actually, this is totally kind of different how I expected it to look. So it's got the major Ray of Doom laser. Then instead of 3 Hydra rocket pods coming out alongside it, it's got 3 lasers. But they're also Hydra rocket pods. They also explode just like Hydra rocket pods. So why they look like lasers, I'm not entirely sure. But it looks cool this way. I think it looks cooler this way. I wouldn't be surprised if it was designed this way just to literally look cool. So I can't be mad about that. Aesthetics are nice. 3 Ray of Doom lasers would have also been cool, just shooting out like the Hydra rocket pods. So not 1, but 3 of them without any explosions or anything like that, but you do get the ability. I mean, that would be super sick looking. But this guy looks pretty sick too. So how good is he if you actually go into later and later game? I guess we'll be finding out. I'll be spamming those guys down. So because I'm going to be spamming the Ray of Dooms, the towers, that probably means I won't be sending those ZOMG. But the Cobras do in fact still have some use, guys. You have to remember that the 4-0 Cobras include balloon adjust, meaning the Covix's balloons are going to be balloon adjusted, and he's going to have like camos and regrows instead of normal ass balloons. And this counts for Moabs as well. He's going to have camo and regrow Moabs if he's not careful, so he's got to be sure he can take those down. He's got an interesting setup already. He's got some Glaive Lords, he's got some 4-4 snipers in the top left corner, and he also has some 4-4 Cobras. And you know what that means? That means that Covix also has some balloon adjustments, and the Moabs and BFBs coming to my side are going to be balloon adjusted. So now you realize how crazy this game is going to get. I'm just going to primarily defend with my Ray of Doom, so I'm still power cycling for those and all that. I don't really give a shit about my other cards or anything like that. We're just kind of going crazy through the deck, but we are saving the Purge card, because the Purge card is going to be super necessary for defeating these regrow BFBs and Moabs. Because we're not using really any ground zeros. We're not gonna like instantly nuke anything. We're gonna hope that our 4-4 Ray of Dooms can defend most of the regrow BFBs, but if shit hits the fan, then we'll have to purge. This map is long enough where we can realize if we can't defeat a regrow BFB without the purge, then we can still use the purge and not die. So even if a BFB becomes 4 regrow BFBs, we could probably still take it down with the defense we have after the purge anyways. So yeah, the purge is super important here, but it also is only 1 card in our 15 card deck. Whenever the BFBs and shit start coming, if I decide that I'm going to use the purge, I am gonna have to power cycle through my deck to find that purge again, and it's gonna be fucking hard. So here we go. Here's first BFBs. Covix has some regrow BFBs on his side, but it looks like he took care of them for the most part. I, on the other hand, have already gotten 1 regrowing. However, we went from 2 regrow BFBs to 1 regrow BFB, so that seems like it's good news for me. I'm actually able to knock that down without the purge. I'm still trying to be extra safe with it. There is another purge-like card in the deck, where it's just like a full map of ground seamen. One, I don't know if that works against the Moabs and BFBs. And 2, it doesn't actually hit everything on screen, but it hits a decent amount of things. So it still may be worth it to actually include both in your deck, the Purge and the full map Ground Seaman. So that could be fun. Anyways, we got a Purge. We still have it back. Notice we also have 1 life because, you know, Covix's Cobras, they're freaking 4-4. So yeah. He's, to say the least, he's stealing all my lives, so I gotta be extra safe now. I mean, granted, I probably wasn't going to leak 1 red balloon anyways, but you never really know. So we're getting yet another 4-4 Dartling gun. We're gonna aim down this BFB, see if we can kill the regrow Moabs right away. Yeah, we can do it. Hell yeah. Maybe it wasn't even a regrow, I can't tell. Covix doesn't seem to have as many Cobras as I do, so maybe, just maybe, all the freaking, BFBs won't be regrow. I don't know. Covix looks like he's struggling a bit on his side. Moab's getting far, but it does look like he's going to take it down. He's also doing a pretty good job of regrow Moabs in general, just with the whole Ray of Doom thing. It seems that whenever the Moab pop the ceramics, the Ray of Dooms will clean it up pretty quickly. And the same on our side, since our defense is primarily Ray of Dooms. I mean, that's cool too. We're going to place down another. We may have to start selling farms or some shit, because we actually have very little tower space left. But we're still making it work. Now it's around 37 BFBs, and remember that these guys are stronger than normalized round 37 BFBs, so once again, we're going from 2 BFBs to 1 BFB. I don't know how the hell that happens. Like, that's some weird bullshit magic. However, oh fuck, that 1 BFB just turned into a bunch of BFBs. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, let's go for that purge right now, and let's power cycle to find that freaking purge back. Oh my god, getting rid of even the freaking Cobra. Gotta make sure we don't die to this shit too. Maybe getting a Spectre or a 4-4 Ace just so we can get ground zero just in case. Looks like we're holding off just fine now, but holy crap, we still don't have the purge on our side. And now there's actually BFBs getting misdirected over to our side, and those are probably regrow BFBs. So It's okay, we found a purge card back. All is safe. We can fend those pretty easily. It's just regrow BFBs are the things that actually give us trouble. So let's see, we're going to sell the ace by another 4-4 Ray of Doom back. Got to keep holding that off. We got regrow Moebs coming to our side. That should be an easy takedown though. And we're just going to kind of keep taking down all these AI Bloons. Covix looks like he's having a hard time. And he does leak and die to all the Moebs, or regrow Moebs. He just didn't have the firepower. And we did take him down there. Well, that was pretty crazy. A lot of back and forth. He's found the strategy. Get the 4-4 Cobras, you get the balloon adjustment, and the misdirection. Holy crap. Misdirecting those BFBs was actually not something I expected. I imagine you could actually do that against a regrow ZOMG. You just pop the ZOMG layer, then regrow all the misdirect, sorry, all the BFBs, which doesn't sound like a bad thing. Sounds like it could totally work. Because then on my side, I would most likely have 4 regrow ZOMGs. Like, imagine the counter. Like, you don't even need to purge, you can just misdirect. So that's actually pretty smart. He hasn't done it yet, but he's told me that's the general idea of his strategy. So anyways, on to the next game. And what is this map? Well, if you guys remember that Anime Girls video I made from Makrum's new mod, this is a map from it. It's basically a cloud kind of map. This is something from Toho. Apparently it's not pronounced Tuhu, as about 700 people in the comments said. But I don't get it. It's spelled Tuhu, so there's a bit of a problem here. Toho just sounds like kind of weird to me, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. I was also told by a lot of people that they are not anime girls. Well, you see, they're girls that are animated, so obviously they're anime girls, according to my logic. So anyways, alright, dumb memes aside, we're playing on this map because, you know, we haven't really seen it. I want to see how it plays out in the extra cards mod. I mean, it seems pretty interesting so far, and it's hard to tell exactly how the map works. So it looks like balloons are just randomly split between the two paths. It doesn't matter if they're AI or sent. They're kind of evenly split, and they loop around the circle, it seems, 1.5 times? Maybe 2.5 times? I can't really tell because I haven't leaked yet, and it's having a hard time chasing like a single balloon that's making it further than the rest. I'm going to say it's 1.5 times. I don't freaking know. So, I mean, that's cool. It's kind of like 2 times around, except a little bit harder. And I just love the look of it, too. I mean, I guess it's art from this other game, but hey, I'll take it. And I love seeing new maps in general, so, you know, we're just going to keep trying that out. The one we still haven't tried yet is ISAB's Labyrinth map. And I do want to touch that for this cards mod eventually. I also want to touch the new game mode because I haven't even played that yet. Apparently there's a different game mode. If you like go to assault mode instead of cards battles mode like I've been doing now, you can get a pretty interesting game mode, to say the least. Anyways, lots of balloons coming in here. Thankfully our wizard army does take it down. Freaking Covix just has 1/1 wizards though. I don't see a single freaking lightning whiz. Goddamn, dude. So if I did like the freaking camo regrow ceramic rush against him, if I was actually being a meanie and rushing him, he would be so fucking dead right now. But I already killed him with the rush once, and I didn't want to just have a bunch of games where I killed him over and over with the camo regrow ceramics. Maybe, just maybe, he'd be able to react quick enough, get down a 2/2 wizard and boost. I'm not sure though. I don't know if that would even be enough still, because I mean the freaking camo regrow ceramic rush is pretty insane. Maybe if he has 2/2/3 snipers in the top corner and one I just can't see, he'd have a better chance of defeating it. It looks like there's just one though. I have a feeling you can't hide a full sniper out there. But hey, I mean, who knows who knows if you can't hide up there? Everyone said you couldn't hide like 6 Jews in an attic, so who knows if you can't hide 2 snipers behind a tower boost. So we're going to continue on and just kind of go for the power cycle now. You can't actually fit as many farms on this map, so we're only going to have maybe 4 or 5 farms max. So that means we're going to have to focus heavily more on eco, which I mean is whatever. There are 3-0 farms anyways. We're probably not losing out on too much money. But we're still going crazy with the power cycle and going crazy on those freaking 4-0 Cobras, just in case we want to send out those ZOMGs early. But again, I guess we'll also be sending out, or making the Rhea Doom dudes. So we may not even send the ZOMG. Still, they're just nice to get down for the balloon adjustment. Balloon adjustment is disgusting on this. I feel like there's some auto-includes cards in your deck if you want to win in this mode. Something with balloon adjustment, and probably both purge cards. If you have those, you're probably going to win most of your games. I mean, obviously, you still need something that defends late game, and you need a lot of eco cards otherwise, but really, I think that's all you need. So, I mean, that's cool, I guess. We're gonna keep moving on. And round 23 right now, nothing too much going on. Covix has got them 4-4 Glaive Lords, which are fun to look. Throwback to that old 4-4 Glaive Lord video. But I'm getting rid of all my towers just for a solo Ray of Doom now. We're actually just going to have this dude go solo. Last game, he did have some support, so now he's just going on his own, and he's doing a cool job. You know what I mean? I have to aim him away anytime I want to move my mouse down to actually collect some cards or shit, or do some shit with cards. But then whenever I move it back up to the top, it will just kill every balloon instantly, making up for the time it wasn't shooting at him before. It's going to be hard when it gets to later game, and I'm like, well, shit, I mean, I can't really just ignore these BFBs and Moebs, but I also need to cycle through my deck. So obviously, maybe that's why the Ray of Doom, the 4-4 Ray of Doom, costs a lot less than the actual in-game Ray of Doom, just because you have to micro it and there's no actual hotkeys for card battles. Another hypothesis is that the Ray of Doom in normal battles fucking sucks. It's like $52,000 for the upgrade alone, and about $60,000 for the whole 4-0 Ray of Doom. And sometimes it doesn't even beat Moebs. Like, it's really bad. Sure, it vaporizes every ceramic and everything, and I'm sure some people have seen Josh use it in his Bomb Farm Dartling strategy. However, the only reason that he actually got Ray of Dooms in his Bomb Farm Dartling strategy, holy shit, I can't even talk, is that he happened to have $60,000 laying around and was super intensely microing and just had to get something. So he just kind of quickly spent his money, and I mean, that required the least amount of micro. If he had all the time in the world to micro, I'm sure he would buy, you know, some bomb towers or maybe even the 2-4 Dartlings, because they're probably more cost effective than this piece of shit. But he, you know, wasn't really able to do that. I wasn't sure if his map was full. I think he definitely had more space for 2-4 bombs as well. I mean, just going ham on those, but yeah, I mean, just getting those in the back to, I mean, if you can't really micro, isn't too bad. And I guess, like, per single towers, they're really close in popping power to the 2-4 Dartling, but I have a feeling the Ray of Doom, like, if you fill your map of Ray of Dooms, is slightly better than a map full of the 2-4 Dartlings. So, I mean, it's slightly better, so there is that. If you happen to have infinite money late game, it's, you know, not bad setting up a huge army of Ray of Dooms. But basically what I was going for is that it's not worth $60,000. The Ray of Doom price could easily be cut to $30,000, and people wouldn't be actively seeking it out. They would only be, you know, placing it if they had like a shit ton of money left over and couldn't micro. It's just you would be able to spam those slightly easier. So maybe $30,000, $35,000 could be a balanced-ish price for Ray of Doom. I mean, you'd be dumb as shit to sell all of your defenses for a Ray of Doom like I did in this game anyways, so I mean, you know, $35,000 may not be too bad. And I guess, then there's the whole Hydra Rocket Pods thing. I feel like the 2-4 Dartling gun in battles is actually pretty reasonably priced. Ish. I mean, you have to consider it's mainly OP because of that village glitch. Without the village glitch, it might be a little bit overpriced. But it's not as overpriced as the Ray of Doom. Hell no. So anyways, enough talking about balance and shit. Let's take a look at these balloons. I decided to drop a purge right now because I wasn't too sure how regrow these blimps were. I just wanted to be extra safe. That there is a regrow BFB on my side for sure, so I gotta target that, knocking it down. Not even giving it a chance to regrow. But we don't have our purge, so we gotta find that fast. We gotta just get rid of the Juggerland. You just gotta get rid of all these towers. Okay, we can get another 4-4 ZOMG. I mean, or 4-4 Ray of Doom. That's not too bad as well. A 4-4 ZOMG. Holy shit, what a tower. Anyways, we were just gonna keep power cycling. Probably don't even need these Cobras. Like, we got enough Cobras. We may not even be able to send the ZOMG over the Covix now that I think about it. It's probably gonna be close. But they are still doing some damage in the balloon adjustments. That's really what I care about. Our Dartlings are still holding off. And once again, we are getting our lives drained. 22 lives. This is freaking attrition, man. I mean, it's probably not going to make a difference, but it's weird as hell. We also got one of our freaking Ray of Dooms kidnapped. That's actually pretty shitty because I've been power cycling for those. And one less Ray of Doom right now is actually a big fucking deal. So we're down to 4 lives. Hope that's not regrow BFB. Fuck, it's a regrow BFB. While I'm activating that purge card, we're going to hopefully take this shit down. Yep, looks like we do take it down. We're going to keep moving on. Going to shoot at anything that has a heart on it just so it doesn't regrow into like another Moeb or some shit. Going to keep getting this Ray of Doom crap going. And we have 1 life now, so actually 1 red balloon could screw us. Hopefully it doesn't. I'm going to keep power cycling. Please, purge card, where are you at? I don't freaking know. There may be some Moebs that regrow into BFBs. Oh, there aren't though, but there are some new ones kind of getting far. There's a massive cluster of mobs and BFBs. I finally find my purge, but some mobs and some BFBs have made it so far. Trying to find a ground zero. I knock it down, but do we survive? Well, we do, just barely. There's some mobs kind of making it far. Oh, but unfortunately, there's like some ceramics and zebras and stuff they get through, and we do lose our last life. I don't know how many lives we lost, but we just didn't have the firepower to deal with all the ceramic stuff. We were so close to holding off that massive horde of regrowed BFBs that became just Moabs and shit. That was close. That was close. And I guess it kind of does confirm that balloons go around the middle circle 1.5 times, maybe 1 2/3. So that was pretty intense. Some nice back and forth games. It's nice that it gets intense near the end game. If only the beginning and mid game could also be pretty intense too. I mean, it's really just how fast can you power cycle through your deck, right? But hey, hopefully still enjoyable. Hope you guys enjoyed. So that's pretty much going to conclude the video. Thanks to you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I want to let you all know that I will be streaming in about 3-ish hours, a bit less than 3 hours from now, on Twitch with Bulltrix, doing our Friday night special stream. You guys all probably know what's going to happen. It's going to be a fun time, and I hope to see all of you there. It's going to be loopy. It's going to be crazy. And yeah, I may do highlights of it. I'm not quite sure if it'll be something I can upload to YouTube as a highlight, so keep that in mind. That being said, if you don't make it to there, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.